Hey guys, and welcome back to the Casio Watchers YouTube channel. Today I've got a short video for you that looks at some of the features of the Casio CA-53W calculator watch in a little bit more detail. In particular, we're going to talk about how to display the date when in time mode, how to set the time in terms of AM, PM and 24-hour, and last but not least, how to mute the beep, so to take away the sounds from pressing the buttons on this watch. So first of all, the easiest one to go through is how to display the date when in time mode. This is a fantastic watch, and anybody that's seen my recent showcase video on this watch will know how much I like it. But unfortunately, from the standard time mode, all you see is the day of the week. So in this case, it says it is Thursday. And obviously, there's a lot of times where we need to see what date it is or things like that. So the way we access the full date mode from the home screen is by pressing the actual top right hand button here, which in calculator mode is the division symbol. So when we press the top right hand button like so, you can see that we get the full date displayed. So it will stay on as long as you hold the button down, that division button, that division symbol, and as you can see there, the date is displayed in terms of the year, the month and then the day. So there's the first thing that I wanted to show you, how to display the date from time mode. The next thing we're going to talk about is how to set the time, but in terms of AM, PM and 24-hour in particular. So we've got up here the A button and the B button. The A button takes you through the different modes in the watch, and the B button from the time screen, the home time screen, is what we're going to press first to enter the time setting mode. So as you can see, it's now blinking. Now, first thing I want to point out is if you want to reset the seconds to 0, you simply press the 0 button. I'm not going to do that now because I want the time to stay as it is. If you press the button and the seconds are below 30 seconds, it will reset to 0. If it's above 30 seconds, it will reset to 0, but then push the minute number, the minute digit, forward by 1. So if I was to do it now, it would reset to 0 here, but it would push the time to 36 minutes past. So as you're going through from the seconds, press the A button and that will take us into the hours. When you set the time on this watch, you actually press the digits that you want the time to change to. So if I wanted to change this from 06, if I wanted it to change it to 11, I would press 1 and then 1 again. But something that people might not always know with this watch, if you haven't read all of the instructions, I rarely do anyway, is you can actually set AM, PM and 24-hour from this position. So first of all, how you change it from AM to PM. Very simple how we do that. If you look down at the bottom of the keypad here, next to the 0, we have the decimal button, or as some of us call it, the period key. If you press the decimal button here, like so, you can see that it goes from AM to PM, AM, PM. So you can change AM to PM in 12-hour clock mode. If you want to change it to 24-hour clock, then very simply, you move across to the plus key, which is just down here. And if you press the plus key, that will take it to 12-hour and 24-hour. So obviously in 24-hour mode, it removes the PM and back to 12-hour clock to have the PM there. So we use the decimal point there, the period key, to change it from AM to PM. And then we use the plus sign to change it from 24 to 12-hour and back again, like so. Now, as we scroll through the time adjust by using the A key, it's just worth pointing out that as you get into the date mode here, remember that this date mode is set up in the following format. We have, starting with the year, then the month, and then the day. So please make sure you set that correctly in that order when you come to set this watch up. Obviously, for me in the UK, I would normally write the date and read the date as day, month, and then year. This is the opposite way around on this watch. So it is year, and then it is month, and then it is day. And then we press A again, and that takes us back all the way through, scrolling through into, if we needed to go back to this, to start setting the time again. So I'm going to press the B button to remove me from that mode there, like so. Now, the final thing I wanted to talk about on this watch is how to remove the beep. Some people like to have their watches mute in a silent mode so it doesn't keep beeping all the while. And in particular, if you're using the calculator mode on this watch, you won't want it to keep beeping every time you enter the numbers on the calculator screen. So if I just show you how it is normally, by pressing the A button, you can hear that it's beeping as I go through the different modes. Now, the way that we mute this watch is very simple. You need to be in calculator mode, like so. If I was to type in 5, and then I'll do add 5 equals 10, oh, I don't know why I pressed there, but anyway, you can see that it's beeping all the way through. If we press A to clear it, we go back to the start of the calculator mode. The way we mute the sounds is by simply pressing the B button in calculator mode. So now I've pressed that, it will be on mute. So if I go through the modes again now, back into time, calculator, alarm, all the way through, this watch is now completely mute. It won't make any beeps at all. And if I was in calculator mode, I can press all the keys and it won't make a sound. The way we take it back out of the mute mode and get the sound back on is, once again, enter calculator mode, simply press B, like so, and then it beeps, and then we're back in business again and the sound is on. So there we go. So 3 simple things I wanted to show you today on this watch. I'm a real fan of this, and I know a lot of people in the Casio Watches group on Facebook have picked this watch up in the past, or even more recently picked this watch up and are really pleased with it. So hopefully those 3 quick things I've shown you today might be of some use to some of you. So if they are, please drop a sub, drop a like, leave a comment below, and if you haven't done so already, come and check us out on the Casio Watches Facebook group. As of shooting this video, we were on 999 members, so hopefully in the 7 or 8 minutes that this video has run, we might have had that 1000th member. So as always, thanks for checking us out, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.